Radharani, this is in verse 84, Radharani speaks to Vishaka, our dearest Yuteshwari of the Advaita Parivar. Our Sakhi Yuteshwari is Vishaka. We're in Vishaka's Sakhigan. And our chief Manjari is Tulsi Manjari or Rati Manjari, Das Goswami. Oh Vishake, the moon has now left the sky. Vindati smad devimindorindira. Vindati smadvadyam indorindira. Nayakena sakivanchita vayam. Kurmahe kim hirshadi sadaram. Dragiti klamam agan mrigekshana shana. Vendati sma devam indorindira. Nayakena sakivanchita vayam. Kurmahe kim ihashadi sadaram. Dragiti klamam agan mrigekshana. The moon has left the sky. Oh Sakhi, this Krishna has cheated us. What shall we do now? Oh, please, instruct me. After speaking these words, Mriga Ikshana, Mriga means deer, Mrigakshana means Radharani, Klamam Agan, Drag iti Klamam. After speaking these words, Radharani suddenly faints. Heavy response. She's so overwhelmed in despair and anguish and separation from her dearest beloved sweetheart, Shyam Sundar. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur comments, he imagines the conversation of Radharani is speaking like this. O Vishake, it seems that the time for meeting has gone away, and Krishna has run away with Lakshmi. So what need do I have for him? O Vishaka, please teach me how to die, because I do not want to live anymore. Saying this in great despair and anguish, Radharani suddenly fainted. Radharani, oh Radharani, I'll run down a footpath, and the Manjari, seeing Radharani fainting, she's standing next to Radharani, and Radharani and Vishaka are sitting on the flower bed, Pushpa Palang, and the Manjari is gently fanning Radharani and Vishaka. She's fanning Radharani, her Ishwari, and she's fanning Vishaka, her Yuteshwari, ever so gently. This breeze, Sukha Sparshena. Sukasparshena. Shitala Atulam. The Manjari is fanning with a chamara so gracefully and so beautiful, such beautiful, graceful, artistic movements of her wrist and arm. She's fanning Radharani, her Ishwari Swamini Radha, and she's fanning Vishaka, her Ishwari Radharani, and her Yuteshwari, her Sakhi group leader, her Yuteshwari Vishaka. She's fanning them both and listening intently to this conversation where Radharani is revealing her mind. Guyam akyati prichiti. Guyam akyati prichiti. Radharani in confidence and trust with her most confidential and closest Sakhi confidant, Vishaka Devi. She's opening her mind and speaking. She's so much anguish and despair and anxiety in Radharani's voice. And the Manjaris are fully Bhav Taratmika. Bhav Taratmika. The Manjari, that fortunate Manjari who's listening to this and alone with Radharani in the Kunj, in the Keli Kunj on the bank of the Yamuna, waiting for Krishna. Vishaka is there, comforting Radharani, and one Manjari is fanning, as we said. And this Manjari is feeling the same despair that Radharani feels, and the same anxiety, and the same anguish that Radharani feels. And as Radharani is speaking these phrases, oh, Vishaka, the moon is gone from the sky, which means the sun is about to rise. And this Krishna, that he has not come. So then Radharani starts weeping and deeply breathing after she speaks. Oh, so the Manjari starts weeping too, and her tears of the Manjari are falling just beside the flower bed, and just beside the flower bed on the Brajaduli, the ground of the Kunj, the transcendental divine land of Vrindavan. And Radharani's tears as she's sitting with Vishaka on the flower bed are falling on the bed and moistening the flower petals. The Manjari is feeling so terrible. Then Radharani suddenly faints, and the Manjari practically drops the chamara and faints also. But then that mood of Radharani fully envelops and overtakes the Manjari, and she becomes morchita. She wants to also faint, pralaya. But then her intense seva bhav, her dasi bhav is Radharani's Raha Kinkari, as her Paricharani Manjari, her Raha Kinkari, her Raha Kinkari, the secret, confidential, trusted Manjari Dasi of Radharani. That Dasi Bhav overtakes and controls all other feelings and sentiments. And immediately the Manjari looks at Vishaka, and in her eyes, Manjari in her eyes, she conveys to Vishaka, I'm going. And here, if you want to fan, I leave the fan here. You can fan Radharani. I'm going to run. So in the eyes of the Manjari, she's looking at her Yuteshwari Vishaka, and she's saying, I'm going to look everywhere. Run like faster than Hanuman, faster than Vayu, faster than the wind, faster than Hanuman. I will run on all the footpaths and gullies surrounding all over Braj, from Nandagram to this Yamuna, finding that Sham. And then she leaves.